Hi there, how are you? I didn't know anyone was here. All right. So if you have any questions, just let me know and we'll talk about them. Sometimes people are interested into what it's like, or you might want help on how to develop, or talking about paranormal stuff. Whatever you want to talk about, we can discuss. If you have any questions. I'm glad you're here. Oh, all the way from Australia. Wow. Very cool. Very cool.
Sal, can you give me a leaf insect pet?
What?
A leaf insect pet.
It's a leaf insect.
Tinnitus is a ringing in the ears.
Mom's busy.
Hopefully you don't take aspirin. So like premonitions. So more premonitions? Yes. I do that a lot, and I also have deja vu a lot. So it's like I'll go somewhere new and I've already been there. I know exactly what's going to happen. Usually for me, I can look at someone and tell their whole life story just by looking at them. It doesn't matter where I'm at. Yeah. Yeah. I did that too. And then also when I was sick, I always knew how to heal myself. Some of it was really weird, foods or things like that. That's where the shaman part comes in. Hi, Mom. Have you tried to read people? I don't know what your first name is, artist? Or are you thinking about developing? Oh, yeah, for sure. Natasha, okay. Natasha, are you a reader? Are you thinking about developing? Or where are you at in the process? Or do you just kind of ignore it? You'd like to develop, okay. Do you meditate and ground, protect, all that stuff? Yeah. You have to find what works for you. When I started, I never had any of that meditation or anything, grounding, protecting. The only thing that when I started doing paranormal investigations, I knew I had to protect because I actually got physically hurt. Have you tried to read people? Have you tried doing readings for anyone? Or played around with any kind of tools like cards or pendulums or crystal ball or anything? Mm-hmm. In the past. How did that work out for you? Were you accurate? Did you feel like you needed to boost your confidence? So if anyone has any questions, please post and we'll discuss. We'll talk about them. Self-doubt. Yeah, that's what I was going to say. I felt like a lack of confidence. Mm-hmm. I think that for me, I don't really have that because I don't feel like it's my message. I feel like it's message given to me by guides, so it's really not my message. I know a lot of people have trouble with YouTube, and I don't know why I decided to. I don't know. Something told me to do a YouTube channel. I don't know why. What?
Where's the unplug?
Yeah. So we'll see how this channel goes. And Natasha, what you need to do is just practice, practice, practice. And watch people. Watch how they read. Yeah, seeing people who pass in a dream. Yeah, I mean, it is. It is when you know them, I guess. But I see most people that I don't know in dreams. They're not even in dreams when I'm awake. So I guess it's kind of different. Oh, that's good. Yeah, you'll kind of see, and you can tell people who are kind of full of it too. I won't drop names, but there are a lot of people out there who are full of it. And when you're like truly gifted, you can look at someone and you can tell if their third eye is open. So I can look at them and automatically tell if their third eye is open. Very few. Yeah, full of it. I have to see you. I have to see you. I would have to see your face. And then I could tell. Yeah, maybe we'll have to do like a messenger thing so I can see you. Yeah. Most people who have a heightened intuition are empaths. And for the first part of your life, you'll attract people who are the opposite of that. Like empaths are really good at attracting narcissists. So you have to learn lessons until you get it right. Sometimes people don't learn because they're empathetic to other people's feelings and they try to be fixers. Yeah, that's cool. And then I'll look at you. Yeah, but being empathetic or being an empath is tiring. It will drain your energy. Like if you go out into public, it's exhausting because you take on everybody's energies around you. Oh wow, that's cool, Terry. Yikes. Yeah, shopping's the worst for me. I actually have my groceries shipped now, so I don't have to go out too much. There was a point after my accident that I didn't go out for probably about a good year because I saw spirit everywhere and I would get freaked out. It's a little bit better now for the most part, but I can't be in a store too long or anywhere too long. Right? Is she gifted as well? Natasha, is she gifted? It affects you being social. For me, it's hard. For me, I don't like going out. When I go out, like when I go shopping, I don't care who it is, where I'm at. I don't care if it's a restaurant, but the person that I come in contact with, I can see everything about them and I know it's going to happen in the future. And so like one lady was pregnant and I told her, oh, congratulations on your little boy. I never saw this lady before in my life. And she was like, I go, are you doing August? And she was like, yeah, August. And I go, huh, why am I hearing the name Xander? Xander. And she said, well, we're having a boy and we're going to name him Alexander and call him Xander. And then I just went on to tell her a bunch of other stuff. But it's like that everywhere I go. Usually when I go to a store, I'll have to tell people the message. Sometimes I can't move until I tell them the message. And they'll start crying. Hi, Melina. Thanks for being here. If you have any questions, let me know. My son's doctor, I took him to the doctor and I said, oh, you're having a little girl? And she was like, no. And I was like, yeah, you're pregnant. And she was like, no, she's pregnant. She's having a little girl. She didn't even know. Hi, Wendy. How are you? If you have any questions, let me know. I see bad stuff too, so it's not always good stuff. I've done some really weird stuff in my life with that. Really weird. Did my you can ask me anything, Natasha, ask me anything. Did my abilities become heightened after my accident? No, but after my accident, I was more in the mood of fuck it. That's really what it was. And I didn't actually care what people thought. I knew I was like that my whole life, but I didn't really. Like if people were pregnant, they were asking if they're gonna have a boy or girl, I would tell them. But for the most part, I didn't tell anyone that I had this until after my accident because I just didn't care. You can ask me whatever. I don't care. It's all good. Ask me whatever. So I wouldn't say they were heightened. I just would think that my attitude changed towards telling people. And with my profession, that's another thing. That I probably had more of a reservation with what I do for a living. What people would think, what people would say. Yeah. Okay, if anybody has any questions, then shoot. So immediately with your husband, I'm feeling like he is aware of how they are and he's trying everything not to be like them. But there are moments when he is at his core like that. And so he does his best not to be like that, but he does have it in him to be very, very self-centered and want his way. Yeah, that's okay. That's a good thing, actually, Natasha. Wendy. I would probably say it's 60-40. And if I'm doing an investigation, I would say it's more probably 80% are not good. They're pretty evil. 20% are there just because they're attached to a object in the house or there's a portal that they came through. But for the most part, not so good in an investigation. When spirit comes to me, or like if I'm doing a mediumship, I would say probably 70% are good, 30% are not. Terry, I think you're getting better, but you still have work to do. There's still obstacles that you have to get over to get where you need to be. It's better, but you have not arrived yet. Melina, there's something with you in a car. Either you need a car, you bought a car, your car broke, something with a car. I don't know, that just something with a car. Be careful in your car. There's something around a car, Melina, for you. Do you guys have any intuitive ability that you use? I mean, everybody has intuitive ability. It's just to what point you use it. Natasha, I think you're going to move somewhere there's more hustle and bustle. It's more of a city atmosphere versus country. Wendy, I think that the key for you and your daughter is to get, I would say it's almost like therapy. It's an outside party, an objective party to help you, that would give you tools for how to communicate. Because I think you communicate out of emotions and it will come off the wrong way. Instead of like saying, you, like, let's say she wants to, let's say you want her to clean her room. You know what? Your room's a friggin' pigsty. Clean up your room. Instead of saying to her, I feel like when you don't clean your room, you're disrespecting me and you have no regard for how I feel with knowing that your room is a mess. Like, you have to put it on yourself as to how you feel and not do the why. Like, you should never say why. You should say, this is how I feel. It's more about sharing your feelings than it is coming from an emotional point and saying, like, why did you do this? Why did you do that? Why didn't you do that? It's changing how you word your communication, and that's on both parts. And you need an objective person to help you with that, because you're just going to continue to butt heads. Yeah, for sure, Terry. It's better. It's better. You still have some, struggles, but you're getting there. You're much better. You're going on the right path. Wendy, who's the one that has the attitude that they really have no regard for consequences? There's someone around you that it's almost like they do stuff and they don't care what happens. It's like, whatever. And does someone around you have a problem with their left leg, with pain in the left leg? Harnessing your ability, it's I think it's practice. It's like if you're trying to read someone, right? You have to find out what some people like. Some people will use tarot cards. Some people will use tea leaves. Some people will read the palm. There's the crystal ball. Pendulums are pretty easy to connect with, so anybody could do that. I think pretty much. You have to really know how to let spirit guide you, though, and that's part of it. If you try to put your thoughts into it, then you're screwed. But it's kind of having faith in yourself and your guides. It's a huge thing to have faith that your guides are the one that you're getting the information from. Does the adult with mental issues, though, is she supposed to be taking medicine that she doesn't take or she doesn't take consistently, and then she gets worse? And it's like, oh God, she's off her meds again. Like that. Because I feel like she goes in spurts where she'll be okay, and then she's flipping nuts, and then she's kind of okay, and then she's out of her mind. And it makes it really hard to love, really hard to like her. I know you love her, but like her is a different story. Right. But I feel like she gets off and gets on, gets off and gets on. Terry, I don't know why I feel a male around you. That is false. So this male would be someone who would not have your best interest at heart. I think they play the victim card, Natasha. They play the victim card, and they do the like, woe is me, and have like a pity party, and people believe them. But I think in their heart, they know that they're full of crap and they're just like attention whores. Like people know that that's how they really are. They're like always the victim, always the victim. They can't take responsibility for anything. It's always someone else's fault. And people know that. Yeah, people know that. They might not admit it, but they know. Yes, the truth always prevails, for sure. Light always wins over dark. It's just a matter of time. And I see something in July really changing. I think you will get vindicated. It's just going to take time. It's going to take time. There's a 7 around. I don't know if it's July or 7 months. I don't feel like it's 7 weeks, though. Could be 7 weeks if it was like July, maybe. It's either July or 7 months. No. It would be 7 months or the month of July. It's a 7. Oh, is it? I don't know. Immediately when I looked at the question, I have a female that comes through. Wendy. Keep hearing the name Nancy. I don't know. Sounds like Nancy. Melina, is this regarding a child? I just heard August. You might not know about it yet. August. I feel like things are going to go your way, though. Natasha, she's telling me that you express yourself through your art. And she's very proud of you for that. Actually, they like you there. There's probably like 4 people there. There's like 1, 2. There's 2 adult male, 2 adult female, and then there's like probably a 17-year-old female. And maybe about a 8-year-old little boy. They like you. I don't know why that name is coming to me. It sounds like Nancy. Let me see what they're saying. Hold on. I don't know. Now it looks like when I close my eyes and I'm trying to get the name, I'm getting the letters like it looks like Emma, EMMA. That's weird. I don't know. I'm not trying really hard to like connect with anybody though. Natasha, did they call you? Somebody call you Nat? So I just heard Nat. Nat. Because I'm seeing Nat King Cole. I'm not trying to do mediumship right now. I don't know. There's just like an overwhelming sense of pride. That's the energy that she brings. I don't know if Sarah, Wendy, I don't know if Sarah's the one that is. She has a man and a baby. This one that I'm seeing here, and this one, the message would be to watch her money. It has to do with finances. Like, be careful spending what she's spending money on. It's all about money here. Does anybody know Brianna? I don't know why I just wrote that down. Brianna. B. That's what it is. I don't know. I just hate like writing this down. Brianna. My writing is really bad, but it's Brianna. I keep writing that down. I'm so trying not to connect with anyone right now. Okay. Any more questions, guys? I have to do a mediumship as soon as we hang up, and I'm already like connected to him, so I'm like trying to not connect with 45 people here. But I keep with that when I keep hearing this song by Elvis, Why Do Fools Rush In? Like that song keeps playing over and over in my head. It's like, oh Lord. That's what happens when I connect with someone though. Good Lord. No, I feel like they're on the earth plane. This person has not passed over, Terry. This person that I'm connected with wants to acknowledge Brianna. Yeah, I'm going to be on Facebook. I have to yes, I can connect with animals. I have to connect with this lady's husband who has passed, who apparently liked Elvis or that song was significant. I don't know. I hear 47. Could be April 7th. You know, 4 and 7, 4 and 7. 1947, 47, April 7th. That's a hard part. Oh, you are? Okay, Natasha, that's you. Okay. That was the person that caused, that says Nat. And that's just their way of validating, that's all. When I do mediumship, that's what I do. I'll like say names, and whatever else information that they give me, but it's always evidence-based. It's not like, oh, they miss you and they're so proud of you and they love you. No, I know everybody knows that. Although I've had spirit come through that did not feel that way. For the most part, like 90% of the time, that's how it is. They're very peaceful. And for me, when people that have passed, when I see them, they'll come through and like a peach light that surrounds them, and they're very free and peaceful. I have had people come through that were not free and peaceful, though, but that is how this one was. You know, I don't know enough about her. Like on her show, I'm sure that shit is edited out and stuff like that. So I'm sure that she has a gift. Now, to what point as to how accurate she is, I don't know. I mean, it seems like from a show she's accurate, but is that edited out? I don't know. I mean, I would love for her to read someone that I knew to see how accurate she really is. And I wonder how much, do you guys know how much she charges? I'd like to know how much she charges. Just out of curiosity. I bet you it's more than that. 107? $107? Oh, for a ticket. Did she read you, Terry? You could maybe tell me if she was accurate. Did she read you? Okay, what did she say? Was she accurate? Because you would know if you've seen her and she connected with you. The stuff that I've seen her say on the show is stuff that wouldn't be like accessible. So you couldn't make that shit up. That's cool. Yeah. Very cool. I like that. Yeah. And that's what I mean. Like her show is edited. So it's hard to say truly how accurate she is. I don't know. Because I haven't like seen her in person. So I don't know. I don't know how much is edited or not. Yeah, I'm sure. I'm sure the crowd. But she's used to working in that. Like, that's how she works best. I think it's overwhelming when you're trying to do a spirit like that. For me, Because I'll get like the floodgates opening up. I cannot, no. And I know some mediums that do. Like John Edwards, he was another one that James Van Pren, they do like big groups of people, and it's just too many for me that will come through at once, and I'll be like, okay, pick me. And it's like talking about exhausting. Yes, it's very exhausting to do a mediumship. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I know that doing large crowds like that, like Terry just said, if it was $107 a ticket and you have, 20,000 people in there, that's a lot of friggin' money. So that's got to be one part of it. And I'm just not sure how, if you open up and shift your energy, that you don't have, 20,000 or more souls that want to come through and have messages. So that would be the difficult part for me. I wouldn't try to do like large crowds. No way. $300 people. That's not too bad. No. Yeah. But I think John Edwards, I mean, I remember him doing that crossing over show, and there was a lot of people there. I don't know how many exactly, but there were a lot. Wendy, your pearl business, keep doing that. Definitely keep working at it. And the key to you is to be consistent with it. Your marriage, I don't know why. I just heard make time for each other. That's all. Mm-hmm. I'm sure, Natasha, I could do big crowds. I just choose not to. Yeah. Sarah, if you send me a picture of the room or rooms that you think there might be an entity in or a spirit in, then I could tell you, but I'd have to see the room. You're welcome, Wendy. I think your pearl thing also gives you confidence and a sense of independence, like you're making your own money. Terry, you have to figure out what it is that you want and remember not to settle. That's the thing for you. Okay, yeah, Sarah, just send me a picture of it and I'll tell you. I do that a lot with like if we're gonna do an investigation, get the pictures sent, and obviously when you go to the place, it's a lot easier because you could feel them, you could see them, you could talk to them, but through a picture I could tell if there's someone in there or if you have a portal that's open. Melina, there's a male younger spirit around you. This person he would have passed at a younger age. Wendy, that's one of his guides, and no, she won't leave. She's there to guide and protect, not to harm. there's some kind of block as to why he's not going back to work. I think he wants to go back, but there's a block that he can't go back. I don't see anything changing for the next like 3 or 4 years. It'll be a while. Mary Wynn, I did not see your post. No, I did not see your post, Mary Wynn. Let me go back up. Let's see. No, Mary, I don't see anything. Mary Wynn, no, I didn't see your post. There's nothing posted yet. But you can repost. Terry, he feels like he's not good enough for you, period. That's all I can tell you. He's just either he doesn't treat you like he should, he doesn't have to offer what Ed thinks that he should. There's something that he's missing. Yeah. Natasha, part of it is your husband has to fight for it and he has to want it and get motivated to do it, to go back to work in a better job. Melina, I have no idea why, but I keep hearing the words "I'm sorry," and that's what is the message that I'm getting. I'm sorry. That's the message. Sarah, as far as career for you, I think it's going to be positive. I don't have a negative feeling here. You're welcome, Terry, always. Mary. I feel like it would be delayed 3 times before you actually can move. And I don't know where you're at in the process, but there's a number 3 that there's like 3 blocks and then there's a move. So it's like 3 times you either thought you were going to move or you wanted to move, but they're block. And then like the 4th time is where there's movement. Yeah, just keep positive, Sarah. You got to keep positive and keep thinking you're going to get in. Don't get your hopes down. Don't think negatively like, oh my gosh, I know I'm not going to get in. Just think positive and let me know. Let me know when you hear something. So I thought if we came on YouTube on this channel, it would be less people in here so that I could answer questions. Wendy, I have just a female around you. There's a female around you. And this would be either mother, grandmother. It's someone connected to your mother's side. It's your mother's side. So it's either your mother or your grandmother. Huh?
Watching when you're live, it's like a 1 second delay.
Oh, that's good. Grandma, okay. When did she wear like flowery stuff? Like I want to say it's like I don't know if it's a nightgown or something, but I see her in this flowery thing. It has flowers on it. Her clothes have like flowers on it. I don't know. I see her in flowers, wearing something with flowers on it. Natasha, you will, but I think you're going to take a dip and you're going to get to that point where you're like, holy shit, what are we going to do? It's not going to get to the point where you don't know where your next meal's coming, but it's going to get to the point where you're living paycheck to paycheck sort of thing. It's like that. But then that doesn't last for long. It's like 2 months and then you come out of it. So it's like there's this dip. And then when you start making money, you start realizing how to manage your money better and how to make your money stretch. So it gets better, but before it gets better, it gets worse. Wendy, have you ever been checked for fibromyalgia? Do you feel tired also? Because I'm hearing CMV. It'll be after the move. Yeah, I just heard 2 things. Mary, he will have a good relationship, but it's not going to be for a while. It's going to be like, not that long, I guess. I see him having 4 strong relationships, and then the 5th one is the good one. It's like 4 relationships, and then the 5th one is a good one. CMV, cytomegalovirus. Cytomegalovirus. Sorry, I'm a doctor, so some of the abbreviations like that just spew out of my mouth. Start talking doctor jargon. Like, when you say stuff and you think people know what you're talking about, and they're just like, her? Yeah, that's why I saw that, because I actually saw you pop up when I looked at her name. I don't necessarily usually like to do a third party unless I'm doing like a card where I'm looking at spreads. I can tell you what I see. Yeah, look it up. Yeah. I don't know if you have CBD, but that is something that would help you as well. Not the THC, but the CBD part of marijuana, which is for the chronic pain. That would help. You don't get high from it. It just helps with the pain. It helps you to cope. All right, guys, I've been on here, I think, an hour, so I think I'm going to jump off if there's no more questions, because I'm hoping I'm going to go live on my Facebook. But I just wanted to give you a chance to ask questions. You have an ulcer, a duodenal ulcer. Thank you for all being here, though, and liking and subscribing. I appreciate that. Go get it. You need an EGD done, where they take the scope and they look at your stomach. They scope you from the top. Yeah. You're welcome. Thank you for being here. It was fun. It was kind of more intimate and smaller group of people so that we could talk. That's awesome. All right, you guys. Hopefully I'll see you on Facebook in a little bit. All right. Thanks for being here, you guys. You're awesome. Okay? All right. Take care, guys. All right, Terry. We'll see you. Bye. Thank you.